Going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Friday college basketball. In today's video, I'm going to go over every single game and give you my prediction on those games. Yesterday, I had two videos to upload for you guys, a full slate video for Thursday college hoops and my recap video for last week's football. Unfortunately, both files got corrupted on upload. I lost both videos, and it sucks because the basketball one was on fire. I had Penn State moneyline, TCU moneyline, just to name a couple. Penn State moneyline actually was sent out to the client list. Guys, been a pretty good week of college basketball. I've officially made the transition. I mean, I'm in it now. I'm watching every game I can. I'm stacking the hours. We're still kind of treading lightly. I mean, look at that. Since Monday, this week, we've had almost a full week now in the books of college hoops, and we've only made 7 plays. We've gained 1.3 units of profit on college basketball this week. So we're still kind of tiptoeing in. I mean, we got to build the sample size. We got to keep watching games, keep becoming more familiar with these teams and how they play and matchups and everything that goes along with it. If you guys were with the channel last year, you know that I ramp up the volume on college basketball pretty heavily. So within just another week or two, we get a Saturday, we get a Wednesday, we get a decent slate of hoops. I'll probably send out 7 or 8 picks to the client list. And maybe even in the comment section, if you go back and you scroll through some videos, people will try to make the argument down there that college basketball is my number one sport, even above football. I still disagree with that, but hey, everybody gets their own opinion. Speaking of football, guys, I've uploaded my typical videos this week. If you're, just seeing this video, just kind of coming to my channel because I posted college basketball content today. Don't forget the football, man. A lot of meat left on the bone. I'm on an unbelievable run in college football. I've only had 1 losing week in the last 7, and it was like half a unit. I basically have gone 7 straight weeks without a blemish in college football, up over 32 units of profit. I already have a pick out this week, 3.3 units on one of the big games. I have a whole bunch more coming. We got games today. Guys, this is the best time of year to be on my client list. The basketball volume will increase. The football dialed in. And you see it on the bottom of the screen there, the very, very bottom. I have what should be a 10-unit max. I might downgrade it to an 8, depending on line movement. But I think come Sunday, I have a 10-unit max play, the biggest play of the year in football. You can get all these plays on the website, my website, danspicks.net. The link is right in the description of this video. You can get an entire week for like $30. Save a little money on unit cost. Get a month. Your unit price comes down to like $22 a week, like a $20 bill for a whole week of this type of winning. You see the football. You see the basketball. Let's get to it, man. I'm going to use FanDuel to run over the games today. Yeah, how great is this, guys? I mean, this is it. This is the transition. Like I said, I lost a video yesterday. Thursday was supposed to be the official transition. But pretty much from here on out, besides the few days left that I still will designate to football videos and football content, you guys can expect me to go over every single game with you on college basketball every single day. I'm going to even try to do weekends this year. And let's put together a historical year of college basketball. It's going to be great. I'm sure you guys remember some of the runs I went on last year. Fairy tale level stuff. I mean, historical stuff. FanDuel, man. Let me bring up the sports book. Let me share the screen with you guys. FanDuel, where is the FanDuel tab? There it is. It's always hiding back here somewhere. Let me switch this over. Let me actually just move that just a pinch so you guys can see it just a little bit better. Cool. FanDuel. Let's go, baby. Friday. Not a huge slate. You guys know college hoops, man. The earlier part of the week in terms of weekdays and then Saturdays are the big days for college hoops. But, yeah, we got some games today. Bryant, 6 p.m. Eastern time. 4.5. 4.5. Bryant is laying 4.5. This one's tough. I think this is going to be a nail biter in terms of the spread. It's going to come down to free throws. I'm going to take the 4.5 with Brown. Delaware and Duquesne here. I bet against Delaware. Actually, one of my losing picks this year in college hoops was a bet against Delaware. Was actually pleasantly surprised to see that they're what looked to be a pretty good coach, a pretty well-coached team. I'm trying to say. I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the points again. 3.5. I wish I had a couple more. I wish I had like 5 or 6 here. I'd really like it. I probably would even send it to premium. But 3.5, I don't know. I think I'm going to take the points here. Should be a pretty competitive game. Portland and Kent State. Kent State land. Wow, it doesn't. 12.5 here. Interesting travel spot, though. Totals down at 136. I think Portland's going to struggle offensively here. Maybe it's a sweat until the very, very end. Free throw. I don't know. Something at the end. I feel like we're going to get some distance. I think I'm going to lay the 12.5. It just kind of surprised me. I'm like, I thought this would have been like an 8.5 or a 9.5. 12.5, probably for a reason. I'm going to look to lay the points there. Quinnipiac and Ryder. I mean, God, I don't know. I'm going to go with Quinnipiac here, but money line. I don't want to lay 2.5 in this spot. I'm going to go money line though, even with the short line. Kennesaw State, Georgia State. This is going to be another one where, man, these are tough, man. This is kind of a tougher Friday. I'm gonna go money line on Kennesaw State. Generally, I always tell you guys, I preach it all the time. If you like a favorite and it's a short line, 1-2 points in college basketball, even 3 points, just go money line. You don't have to be greedy and try to get every little, penny you can out of your wager. Money line for favorites if it's reasonable. And if you like the dog, always take points, but plus 1.5 juiced at -122. That's not enough for me to just take the extra point. I'll go money. I'll take the -108 with Kennesaw State. Miami, Ohio, Indiana, lopsided matchup here. But Miami, Ohio's actually played pretty good competition. Are they going to get it put on them, though? Are they going to just look like dog? I mean, is Indiana really going to do something? I feel like this program is like the meme you see where it's like the cartoon character with the stick, like poking something, like do something. I feel like that's Indiana basketball. We're just waiting, for this program to just be elite, and it's just not. 18.5? 18.5, do they care? Do they care to win by margin here, or are they happy with just a very comfortable 12-point win, 13-point win? 18.5? Let's look up the money splits. Let me bring up the money splits. This is an interesting spread. I want to see if everybody is betting Indiana just because they're the big power team. By the way, there's a 19. Yeah, I'm going to go with Miami, Ohio in this spot. Only 23.9% of bets made on the spread have come on Miami, Ohio, but 35% of the money, a little bit of sharp action with just about everyone else betting Indiana and laying the big number. I feel like maybe it's a backdoor cover, a last shot. Maybe the margin's exactly 18. I don't know. I'm going to take the points with Miami, Ohio. That's the sharp play, no doubt about it. Georgetown visiting my West Virginia Mountaineers, -9.5. West Virginia rocking and rolling. The program is in good hands. I'm very excited. I do believe the university has found their guy for the foreseeable future. Knocking off Gonzaga, knocking off Arizona, a tight third overtime battle in Atlantis to Louisville. West Virginia is looking good, man. I think Friday night in Morgantown, I think it'll be a pretty good crowd. I think after the football season that West Virginia's had, I think people are just happy to have like a team that's going to win. And it's honestly complete bullshit that West Virginia is not ranked in the top 25. I get it. You took a pretty bad L to Pitt. That was pretty ugly. But come on, man. You beat Gonzaga and Arizona? Disrespectful. West Virginia should be ranked 24 or 25. I think they're gonna have the margin to cover the spread. I mean, normally I'd take 9.5 with Georgetown. Hopefully this isn't a typical West Virginia team that we've seen over the past decade, or they're up like 15, maybe even 20 at one point in this game, and they just kind of cough up the lead and win by 7 or 8 and give up the cover. Always a possibility. I'm going to lay it with the Mountaineers, though. They're a good team, man. If you're not hitting shots, they're going to put margin on you. Charleston Southern and Davidson. Holy cow. Davidson laying 13.5. Davidson, 13.5. Let's look at the money splits for this one. I want to look at that West Virginia game, too. What are people betting in that one? The West Virginia money splits. Actually, there's a little bit of sharp action on Georgetown, but it's pretty significant. You can almost argue they're a public underdog. 56.5, almost 57% of bets on the spread are on the underdog, but almost 70% of the money. So some sharp action on Georgetown. It'd be interesting to see if the books move that line down. That would be a good sign for Georgetown bettors. Maybe it's a little bit of my bias getting in the way, which generally isn't a thing. I like making money. I could care less if it's my team. I actually prefer to bet against my teams. Because then even if I lose my bet, my team looks good, right? So actually we are coming off a nice Thursday night NFL play. We had a 2-0 day. We had Penn State on the money line over Purdue, and we also had a team total over on the Lions. So I'm a Packers fan if you guys are new to the channel. So, going against the Green Bay there, going with the Lions to put up a nice offensive performance. So I don't always bet on my teams. If you guys hear me bet on West Virginia this year, bet on Green Bay, I like cashing tickets, man. I cash a lot of them. I just think West Virginia's rocking and rolling. That was just kind of my feeling on that game. Still a single-digit spread. But this one, give me the points with Southern. It just seems a little bit steep. Prairie View and UAB. I mean, who's betting on a game like this? 23.5. Two dog shit teams. One's way worse than the other. I'll lay it. North Texas and High Point, 3.5 point spread. This is one where if you like North Texas, this is where I would recommend just going money line. Just lay the -152. That's not that bad. You really want to lay 3.5 on the road versus a High Point team? I don't. I'm going to go North Texas here. I'm just going to go money line, -152. Generally, like -150 land is like kind of the cutoff. Yeah, I'm going to go money line, North Texas. Illinois, Northwestern, 3.5. Let's look up the money splits on this one. Northwestern. I'm leaning Illinois here. I'm leaning Illinois. Oof, not anymore. Boy, everybody's betting them. 71.1% of bets on the spread. Now, in a game like this, some of the handle on a game like this is going to be money line and not spread. But 71.1% of bets on the spread are on Illinois, only 68% of the money. So a tiny bit of sharp action on Northwestern. Illinois is a big public play. Generally, I mean, just blindly, when I get home non-ranked teams versus ranked teams, preferably higher ranked teams, but anyone with a number next to their name, and you see a short line, a line that looks fishy, 3.5, I would have actually been more attracted to Northwestern if this was like a pick'em or Northwestern plus 1.5, like something like that. Penn State the other night was actually a favorite over Purdue, and I still had some people reach out and say, what do you think about Purdue? They're this highly ranked team, and they're a small underdog. Like, do we just go money line at the plus money price? I'm like, are you mentally ill? You're going to take a highly ranked team in a road environment, and that's not even the favorite. Like, you don't even have to do any research. You can blindly bet lines like that in college basketball. You just got to make sure you stick with it. You can't just pick and choose when you want to do that. But if you stick with it and you generally bet all these short lines, non-ranked versus ranked, it'll put money in your pockets. I'm actually going to go Northwestern here, but I'm absolutely taking 3.5. This could absolutely be a game where it's there's 5, 7, maybe 10 seconds left in the game. We know Illinois is going to win because they're up 4 or 5. They're up 2 possessions. But Northwestern, they come down the court one more time, throw up a 3-pointer when nothing really matters, just to get it inside the number. When you're laying a line like this, -3.5, you got to win by 4 or more to cash the ticket for Illinois. So that means as long as this game is a 5, 6, 7-point ball game coming down to the wire, it only takes one bucket, one chucked up 3 at the end to cash the ticket for the underdog. And of course, there's an opportunity for an outright upset here. I expect a competitive game. 3.5, that's a decent little chunk of points. I'm going to go ahead and take the points with Northwestern. So there we go. That is Friday. college basketball. It's a small little condensed slate, but we got Georgetown, West Virginia. We got that nice Big Ten matchup. A couple other ones that are sneaky. I kind of like it, man. Again, guys, link to my website is in the description. 10-unit max play this weekend. I'm absolutely rolling in college football. I'm going to have a ton of plays on these conference games. Really, really like 3 or 4 of them in particular. So despite not having the big usual slate of college football, I think we're going to have just as much, if not more, volume this weekend. And like I said, I've already sent out some plays. As soon as you guys sign up, I'll send you the picks that have already been sent out this week. You don't want the lines to move. The ones I like early, the ones I know where the line's going to move a certain direction, I grab them early. I send them out. I often have plays sent out to the client list on Mondays, Tuesdays, throughout the week, man. So sign up. Don't hesitate. We're going to have another big winning week. I know some people, a couple people fell off the subscription after last week. We had kind of a tough week in NFL. But my God, it's just insane that your expectation can be to win every single week. I mean, I just basically went 2 months without a single blemish. Had one struggling Sunday. Look, it is what it is, man. We've had a fantastic week already, like you guys saw. I'm up in college hoops this week. We hit a nice one in the NFL last night, coming off a 2-0 night. I mean, things are fine. We're rocking and rolling, stacking money. It's pretty much it. Put your favorite plays in the comments below. Definitely drop a like on the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'll see you in the next video.